Welcome guys, how's it going? By my accounts this should be the 50th episode, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's a bit of a, hopefully it's the halfway point, you know what I mean? Didn't make it to 100 on the last playthrough, but we got to I think 89, something like that. So it's pretty good going. I'm not sure how this one compares time wise, but you know, it's all about the quality. You know, it's not going too bad for us so far. I don't think we've been scratched. I don't even think we've sustained a scratch. Obviously we have done ourselves a tremendous mischief, and that's my fault entirely. I should have learned my lesson, but I didn't. Okay, yes, more radios to Nick. We'll have all of them, and we're not dismantling them straight away, because if you dismantle them on the spot, what you end up doing is you take the weight down by quite a lot. Where's my fucking food, man? Did I not bring roasted veg out with me? Oh no, you bet, and I'm pretty certain I did, but looking at this, I have not. That's a bummer. I don't think we're going to find any food in this place. An oversight. Maybe I dropped it with the other stuff. Oh dear. I hear dickheads. Ah, there we go. Well, let's teach them a lesson, hey? I don't like fighting on a oh come on, you don't want me to get too fucking close to you. Again, generally bad idea to kind of, if you like, blindly open the doors. Yeah, don't like fighting on an empty stomach, but whatever. Let's get that sledgehammer back where it needs to be. And I'll be pretty miffed if there were zombies in here, because you'd think, oh fucking hell man, look at that. You think that would have woken them up, wouldn't you? You know, all the banging and crashing and whatever. But I guess not. Looks like a dozy one, but a dozy one that could spring into action. He took a notepad in here with him. Oh. Okay. So here we are. Can we get access to this one? We cannot. So let's destroy this. Okay, nice big one here. Ah. There's a bit of moaning going on again. Let's check out this one. I don't think we're going to find one that's got any fuel in it. No. They're all good condition. Oh man, that weighs 20. Oh, I don't really have any option. There's two of these suckers as well. We're going to have to dismantle it there and then. There's a bucket. I think we need one of those. Let's get the axe out as a precautionary measure. Oh man, we're going to be properly burdened here. There's more crates, we need to check those crates, but for now we're going to go and dump the spoils. And then we're nearly done with this place, which is nice. These kind of corridors can get you killed, there's no doubt about that. Right, let's put the radios down here. We'll also stick the bucket here, because we're going to take that back with us. And then anything else, it's just going to be gas cans can go down here as well. Even just the stuff that we intend to take back is probably going to be enough. In case you missed it, I picked up a big hiking bag. I just basically went through that massive pile of corpses near our base and found a big hiking bag, so that is going to be equipped in secondary to cart the stuff back. I just feel a bit nervous. I can't describe it. We've only got one more room here though, that's the upside, and just by smashing that one crate out we're going to open up quite a few more. Right, this one we probably haven't seen yet. Dish towel, metal sheet, another metal sheet. Yeah. We probably should have disassembled that if it was giving us the option. Another bucket. So much paint in this place. I don't think a single paint brush, but some paint certainly. Right. We've looted those, haven't we? Yep, good. Oh man, we're feeling quite hungry now, which is going to mark the end of this little looting run, because you know, the more hungry you get, the less strength you have, and strength in this game is quite important, because basically what that transfers through to is when you're tracking the zombies. There's a paintbrush. We'll take another one for good measure. I don't think we need another propane torch, although it does say remaining, so it's obviously got some gas in there. Loads of stuff. And a full gas can. Well, not full, it's half. Shit, that's going to be tons of stuff. I think black paint is a relatively new thing in the game. It didn't used to be included, and then they it came with the latest patch, I believe. Yeah, so going back to strength, reduce strength and healing, and when you're well fed you have increased strength. And basically what that means is if you were to twat, you know, I don't know, 100 zombies with the axe, if you were well fed as opposed to hungry, you would see a hell of a difference. It's the same with being exerted on the other side of the scale. It's the reason I hate being exerted, because if you are like, you know, like the extreme one, if you get the extreme exertion, it's basically impossible to take on more than a couple of zombies at the same time, which is whack. You know, it scales with the level of exertion obviously, but it's a risk that I never want to take. All the metal stuff. Baseball bats, small metal sheet. All the metal stuff can stay there. If we ever feel like we want to do some metal bits and pieces, we can do that, no problemo. Equip secondary. Put the sledgehammer in. Whoa, in there. And we're looking out for our food as well, which I was certain we brought with us, but I'm obviously talking bollocks. Primary. Okay, can we get that all into the bag? What about the stuff in our inventory? Can we stick this away? Just so we're not heavily loaded. Can opener. Why does that weigh 0.6, man? Really? And we're still... Oh, out of 11, okay. What's weighing so much? There, okay. Right, so that's it. We're going to go back and eat. And then we need to go back and rinse the warehouse as well. He can fuck off actually. Yeah, we need to go and rinse the warehouse, and because that's like 3 things in a row, I might either leave it or do a fast forward job for you. I don't want things to get too repetitive. Thirsty as well, that's fine, we got we've got fucking lakes of water back at the joint. That's the reason I was picking up the kettles, is just for that, you know, that extra water storage for later on. You know, basically the idea would be to move a bunch of full kettles and full cooking pots full of cooked water and shove them inside the cupboards in our joint, you know, in case the water barrels freeze over in the winter, which they should do, really, if rivers freeze. I guess that's why you can't fish. I guess that's the idea of not being able to fish between November and February, is that the bodies of water are frozen over, in which case you'd have to do that whole ice fishing thing. There's probably a mod for it, but you know me, I like to play unmodded. Right, so here we are. Yeah, plenty of stuff to cart away again. We've got a paintbrush somewhere, haven't we? Yeah. Put it in the other one. Okay, we've got half a day left, so we might go down and build the other gate. That might be a plan. Again, it's on the way to the warehouses, but that's something. Okay, let's try and get rid of all of the... In fact, that radio store is completely full up, so we might just have to stick them on the floor as well, I think. Yep. There. Oh, no, there. Sledgehammer can come back down for a bit. You can go in here. I think I'm gonna put the propane here and the fire extinguisher with it. I'm guessing if you were to put it anywhere, it would either be by your old stove, your barbecue, or by the welding materials. Right. Propane torch. Back over here. So much stuff to sort out. Yeah. And we can probably build more of those makeshift radios to get the skill up even more, but I want to read the next skill book before I do that. I don't even know if I've got it. We can have a look. Can opener back in the main inventory. Light bulb in here. Is that it now? In here, back in the main. Come on, just get it done. I guess I should get some water and some food and not delay it anymore. In fact, let's put the dish towel over here just in case we need to dry ourselves in a hurry. Alright, okay. Bucket. Where does the bucket want to go? I suppose it can go with the painting stuff, because we would need it for the plaster. So I'll put it down with the purple paint for now. And there should be one which is empty, which is in secondary, so if we unequip it, cool. And then put that on the ground. Unequip. There should be an option to go from one-handed to two-handed in my opinion, but whatever. Okay, there are kettles of water on here, one of which I think we've been using. So take that one in here and pour it into the empty pop bottle, which immediately you see, even if, well, we may not have filled it, even if we did fill it all the way, because of the thirst thing, I think it automatically takes off a proportion of, you know, how thirsty you are and stuff. So we'll have another one. Pour into a water bottle and then stick that back on there. We've got more potatoes ready for harvest, I noticed, but we're not going to fill it up just yet. Yeah, in previous builds I'm pretty sure, I mean I used to do this anyway, you needed a kettle to boil the water. You couldn't boil it in a pot like this. I don't know if I'm just imagining that, if my memory is failing and I'm making it up. What we're doing is we're going to move some of these water things inside just so we can forget about them. And yeah, for any sort of zombie fanatics out there, I did some research at some point, and water will last a hell of a long time if you just keep it, you know, in a sort of a plastic bottle with the lid screwed on tight. You can keep it for a long old time. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Yeah, we did. I had it in my head that we had taken that out into our main inventory, and we had not, in fact. Cool, okay. Fish fillet and vegetables roasted. We're going to keep that with us. And in we go. Very keen to go out and do some more fishing. Would be nice. We may have another fish fillet, or did we use them both? I think we might have used them both. Okay. So both hands. And I think we're set. I think we're set to go back out. Yeah, so let's go and finish building that gate, I think, with the rest of today. And then I can't hear much activity, but you know, a recce of the surrounding area is overdue as well, just to make sure that there aren't any piss ants wandering around and getting attracted to our constructions, and you know, start to bang on them and attract others around to the same area. In fact, this thing as well, this needs to be closed off here and on the other side. Say on the other side, maybe just beyond this, just prior to this door here. I don't know if we can get enough logs from the surrounding trees, but we'll give it a go, hey? I think those little ends just give the one log. Oi, oi, oi. The bushes, sometimes you get like tiny diddly little trees. That one is a bush that looks like a tree, and this one is a tree that looks like a bush. There you go. Yeah, all that work just for 4 logs, and then we are, you know, painfully slowed down. Blocking this off might have to be a fast forward job, guys. It's not the most interesting thing in the world, but you know, it's something that has to be done. It has to be done, hey? So yeah, I think that settles it. What we're going to do, the last few minutes of this video, is going to be a fast forward job of building the wall, building the gate down here, and then possibly shutting off this one as well. That's all I'm going to do, so feel free to skip to the next episode if it is uploaded. Thanks for watching, and see you in a bitsies, guys.
Oi, oi, Mr. Constant. Hello. Check. Oi, mate. Are you there, mate? Safe. Yeah. Hi, I'm James, nice name and I'm quite safe. I take drugs like life's my Friday. And why change despite the dislike of my mates? I'm great, fine mate, life by the mind state. Rhymes that your wife hates pile up in my brain and might spray when confined to a tight space. Why do I end up in so much shit? Because Dike is a head fuck to so much chicks. I've grown up quick, I'm known as a no-love prick. Don't judge this, I flow plus I've flown up sick. And if you can't take a joke, you can go suck dick. Grown ups, bitch, and go blow your own trumpet. Cause I don't wanna know if you don't love this. I'll just open my nose, poke coke up it. Do the opening show for some promo kit, then go home with a slut for some close-up shit. I'm just normal, ordinary sort of a happy guy. Bored of the passion life, forcing an appetite. And sure, I'm a rapper like the rest of you wannabes, but got belief in projection of honesty. Left at the bottom, seeing stress and a lot of grief. Kept what I wanna keep separate from what I speak. I've never yet ever met what I wanna be. I rep for my policy and step with the God in me. Head's got a lock and key, boxed in a block of dreams. Lost with the nonsense, I've constantly gotta speak. Fuck off, and I'm proper deep. Wandering off with these monsters that follow me.
Did you see him? Did you see him over there?
Nah, that wasn't him.
I saw him, mate.
That
He was
was
there,
not
coming out the
him.
newsagents. That Mr. Dike star, yeah, that was him.
was it? Top shite, like star, on it with the small talk. It's Jimbo, bogging it on all fours.
Fire for your fasces and batty man barrel moors.
Put your hands up and trip as I puke on the floor. Top shite, like star, on it with the small talk. It's Jimbo, bogging it on all fours.
Fire for your fasces and batty man barrel moors.
Put your hands up and trip as I puke on the floor.
I don't know what the fuck James is talking about.